Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And tonight is the Biblical Law class, Bmore Biblical Law class. We're going to jump right into it. Tonight's subject, sex is marriage in the Bible. Sex is one of the most sacred things you can do. As far as, having an agreement between you and your mate. Sex can bring death, and sex can bring life. It's a very sacred thing in the Bible. You understand? Because, this is how nations, was made.
Right.
This is how nations made, and this is how we flourish. And pass down generations through sex, through, a child being born and stuff like that. That's why it's so sacred, it's so sacred to the Lord, having sex, because you bring forth life, And also, if you're being evil, sex can bring forth death. Same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody get this, assumption that, marriage is, you gotta have a preacher, you gotta have somebody you gotta have a man, to make sure that in the Lord's name that y'all together, which that's not the case. Once you have sex, once you go inside a woman, that is your wife. And the same goes, for the woman. If a man goes inside you, for the women, that is your husband.
Right.
If you go inside of a woman, that is your wife.
Right.
As a man. You know what I'm saying? That is a law that's in the Bible. They don't have no ring girl. They don't have no preacher that, give you wedding. What the hell is a wedding vow? What is that? Where is that in the Bible? Dearly beloved, we gather here today. That's not in the Bible. In fact, that part, dearly beloved, the vows that's given to you for marriage is not nowhere in the Bible. If you can find that in the Bible, please contact the Isupk. We will give you $1 million. I'm just joking. But it's not in the Bible, okay? It never was. What the preachers does is they grab the Bible. They grab the Bible, put it in front. They act like they read the Bible, but that vow, that wedding vow, they put it right in front of the Bible and read it like they reading it out the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
That is, that is a lie. And that's not how you get married in the Bible. We're going to show you marriage in the Bible. Okay? Let me get let's start out. Let's go to Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. Now, throughout the Bible, what you're going to find out is you ain't going to see it. You ain't going to find out. You ain't going to see a preacher. You're going to find out that there's no ring boy, flower girl. What else is in a marriage?
You got your best man. Your bridesmaids.
Bridesmaid, bridegroom. None of that is in the Bible.
Right.
None of it. Not one part of it is in the Bible. But what you will hear in the Bible is he lied for her.
Right.
Pleasure before sleep. You'll hear, what's another term for sex in the Bible? Marriage.
He knew. Like he knew her.
Right. He knew her.
Yeah.
All those are, the man getting down with the woman. You know what I'm saying? And, it's no preacher or nothing like that. So we're going to get a couple of examples in the Bible showing you that, Sex is marriage, and sex is a very sacred thing that's in the Bible. Very sacred.
Right.
One of the most sacred acts you can do on the planet Earth. You got that?
Come. Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, that means if a man trying to holler at a female, trying to talk to her, get down with her, and she's not betrothed, betrothed means she's not talking to another man. You understand? That's very important. You know what I'm saying? If a female is talking to another man, that is, against the law. You can't talk to, even if a female is talking to a man, another guy, which is, he's courting the woman. That's what betrothal is. He's courting her. He hasn't necessarily had sex with her, but he's talking to the woman, to try to see what's up with her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you got these, nowadays it's pretty messed up. Everybody wants somebody's wife. Everybody want to talk to that person, that man is talking to that girl. Well, I want to get her before you get her. That is an evil act, and it's against the Lord. It's against God's law. You know what I'm saying? If a man is talking to a female and the female is interested in that man, you should leave that female alone. That female is off limits. That's what betrothed means.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's off limits. But it said if she's not betrothed, which means she's got the green light. You got the green light to talk to this female. You know what I'm saying? She don't talk to no man. She don't have no boyfriend. I mean, she's not talking to nobody. Not necessarily having sex. She's not talking to anybody. That's what betrothed means. Okay? So, not just the lady having sex, she can't be talking to a brother that have interest in. You understand? Go ahead, read.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You know what I'm saying? Say it again. If he do what?
And lie with her.
And lie with her. Okay, there it is. That's the marriage right there in the Bible. If he lie with her, if he sticks his rod in her, that's a marriage in the Bible. You ain't hear nothing say, if a man, had a ring girl come and the ring girl give the man the ring, and then the man put the ring on the woman, then that don't say that in the Bible.
Right.
That don't say, it's nowhere in the Bible that it says that. He said if you do what?
And lie with her.
And lie with her. What is that? Lie. That's getting down in the bed. Look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little graphic. They took off their clothes and they got down. You know what I'm saying? That's marriage in the Bible. It is no other way that it is marriage. The preacher has been lying to you for hundreds of years, okay? And this is why we have to get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Because if we know that sex is marriage in the Bible, then we would take sex a little bit more serious, a little bit more sacred. You understand? Because that's the problem today we have. We treat sex as if it's a recreational thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing sacred about it. It got to the point to where if a woman gets pregnant and we're going to bring that up, she'll kill her child because sex was nothing.
Right.
The person that she was dealing with. That's against God's law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got any more on that?
They say, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You know what I'm saying? He surely endow her to be, look, the Lord's saying, look, that's your wife. You stick your rod in that woman, that is your wife. That is marriage in the Bible. It is nowhere else in the Bible where you're going to find anything else other than he lied with her or anything like that. It's not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? This is why, this is why, as a nation, we need to come back to his law, statutes, and commandments. Because we will understand how sacred and how important it is that sex, you stand with your mate. You know what I'm saying? You could be 18 years old. Look, if you know the law, statutes, and commandments, you follow, God's law. At 18, if you have sex, guess what? At 18, that woman you had sex with, or that man that you had sex, you would know that's your husband for life, or that's your wife for life.
Right.
And the family structure will be phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know why? Because we all know that that's your husband. And you know that you can't leave your husband.
Right.
We're gonna get some more on that, sex is marriage in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Salaki. Give me 1 second. Let me get let's just get another example of marriage in the Bible. Let me get Genesis chapter 24, verse 64. Okay, this is in the beginning. This is when Rebecca met Isaac. Isaac is our forefather. You know what I'm saying? He's one of our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. Those are our main forefathers. So Rebecca is our foremother too. You know what I'm saying? And this is when Rebecca met Isaac. We want to see how this marriage got there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's say if it's a ring girl or you know what I mean, brides, you know what I mean. All that marriage stuff is in this marriage. All right? You got that?
Come on.
Go ahead, read.
Genesis chapter 24, verse 64. Mm-hmm. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel.
Look, Rebecca seen that man. The spirit came over Rebecca. You understand? She seen Isaac, and she jumped off the camel like, who is here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The spirit came over her. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to get down. That was her. She knew that was the father of her child. You know what I mean? The father of her children right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or read some more.
Verse 65. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this?
Hey, look, man, look. She look. Rebecca, she got money too. You feel me? She got a couple dollars. She got servants. You know, back then we had money like that. You know what I'm saying? So she talked to one of her servants. Who's this nigga here? Who's that? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read.
What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us?
You know what I'm saying? She wanted to go mark, you know what I mean? She wanted to know who that man was, boy. And
the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself.
Look, she's like, look, the servant said, that's my man. You know what I mean? The servant right there hooking her up like, yo, that's my master right there, man. Yeah. Oh yeah? You tell me, he about that. He giving us work, he cool, everything. You know
right.
Kicking the bobos on her. She's like, oh yeah? Okay. Go ahead, read.
Verse 66. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. Verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Isaac did what?
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Isaac did what?
Brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Check this out. We all did that back in the day. Got a nice female. Brought her to your mother crib. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Look. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look what I bought. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and watch Netflix. Y'all keep it down out there, all right? You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. This is biblical. You know what I'm saying? This is how marriage goes down in the Bible. It ain't gonna go down no other way. All that, them big churches and stuff like that, or everybody, nah, that's not how the Lord looks at your marriage, man. The Lord look at your marriage as very sacred. Okay? It's a very sacred thing because you're making life out of sex. Life is coming out of sex, which is that is your bond from the Lord. That child is the bond. You understand? That child is a gift from him, from you and your wife.
Right.
Go ahead, read.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah.
And did what?
And took Rebekah.
There it is. He did what?
And took Rebekah.
Check this out. When Isaac took Rebekah, look, he didn't take it. She gave it to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think he took it. She gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But in the Bible, that's an act of sex. When he took her, you know what I'm saying? She gave it to him, but he took the, you know what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead, read. Go ahead.
Hey, Salaki, and if I could chime in too, like, this is important to note that, like, when they say he took her, you feel me? Like, only in a sexual deviant's mind will they look at this and be like, oh, he took her, like he just raped her or something like that. Right. Like, this is not rape.
Right.
Like, this is pretty much saying like he took her, like they looking at each other, they fool each other, like you said, you feel me? And they coming together. You know, only in the sexual deviant's mind. That's why you had some of these fake camps out here feel like you can just rape any woman and all that nonsense. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not what the scripture's saying. You feel me?
You know what I mean? And that officer is absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely right, because some, not just fake Israelite, you got some other whack job church that think that this scripture means that he took her good.
Right.
Took it from her. That's rape. That's against the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll bring that out later too. Rape ain't marriage. You know what I'm saying? Rape is a terrible, terrible sin, a terrible, a bad act that is punishable by death.
Right.
You understand? Isaac did not rape, you know what I mean, Rebekah. Rebekah gave it to him.
Right.
Therefore, they was married. This is marriage in the Bible. This is how you get married. There's nowhere in the Bible that you're going to find ring bearers and stuff like that. Flower girl. You ain't even going to find it. You got any more on that?
Come.
Go ahead.
And she became his wife.
And she did what?
And she became his wife.
Look, where is there a preacher? All I heard was the mother. The mother, you know what I mean? He went to his mother's tent. He ain't even going to his own tent. He went to mother's tent to marry. He could have went to his own tent, you know what I mean? Just, I guess it was a spur of the moment thing. I don't know.
Probably a little more comfortable.
But probably more comfortable, you know what I mean? Mom got all the incense burning and stuff.
Okay.
But he wanted to go in mom's tent, there it is. Rebekah and Isaac is married. This is sex in the Bible. This is marriage. This is how children are being born in the Bible. It has nothing to do with your preacher.
Right.
It does nothing to do with a $10,000 wedding with a cake, and then, you got a homosexual reading your vows. That's an abomination by itself.
Right.
That's what I know. I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen it happen. The Lord is not with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more marriage in the Bible, shall we? The thing is, with marriage comes a lot of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as you married to that woman, you have to take care of that woman, and the woman have to take care of that man. You know what I'm saying? The woman, matter of fact, let's get that. Let's bring that up. Let me get
It's a lot. Can I to finish this?
Yeah, go ahead, finish.
It say, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
You know what I'm saying? He loved that woman, and look, I know it happened. Look, it happened. Listen, Isaac was comforted. You know why? Because that woman was there for Isaac. She was there for him. Just like my mother and father died in the same. And guess what? My wife was there for me and help me out do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wife is a very important part of the life. Sex is marriage. You don't have to walk down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that don't do it, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If you have to have a medical, you know, insurance and, you know, you have to get married just because, you know, of medical reasons and, don't get married because you don't have health insurance and, you know. But that's not the law of the Bible for you to walk down the aisle. You know, it's not a sin to do it, but it's not a law.
Right.
To walk down the aisle and have a woman, you know, one woman at that. You know, sex is marriage in the Bible, and that's just it. The only stipulation with that is, you know, a woman can't have more than one husband. A woman is only allowed to have one husband. That's
right.
it. She can't have more than one. She can have one. A man can have more than one husband. That's in the Bible.
One wife.
Huh?
More than one wife.
I mean, more than, what I say? It's a lie. A man can have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? What I say?
More than one husband.
Damn. It's a lie, kid. Please do. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, more than one. A man can have more than one, you know, wife. You know what I'm saying? And a woman can have only one husband. You know, that's in the Bible. You know what I mean? And definitely, two men is not marriage in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Gay marriage is not you know, prohibited in the Bible. You know what I mean? Gay marriage is the most wickedest thing that you can do in the Bible. You know what I mean?
Right.
A woman's supposed to be with a woman. A woman's supposed to be with a man, and a man's supposed to be with a woman. And
right.
It's supposed to be a woman with a woman and a man with a man. Okay? That's not marriage in the Bible. That is an abomination. And you know, and you know the bottom line is punishable by death. And, you know, that's why the Lord made AIDS and all these sexual diseases just for those wicked people that does those wicked acts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can tell you the bad. We can go to Leviticus chapter 20 and 13. You know what I'm saying? You got lawful marriage. Let's get into some unlawful marriages. You know what I'm saying? This is not marriage in the Bible, okay? A marriage in the Bible is a man and a woman, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Having sex, making kids, making a nation. The Bible also tells you about unlawful sex. You know what I'm saying? This world that we living in is, you know, surrounded by all types of unlawful things, especially sex. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Come.
Sure, read.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman.
You know what I'm saying? If a man lie with mankind, if a man lies with another man, just like you lie with a woman. You know what I mean? That's not hard to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? The Bible's giving you instructions on how not to be gay, or even how to roll in a human relationship. It is definitely not a man on man and woman on woman. This is the instruction. Go ahead, read.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
But both of them have committed an abomination. The Lord is telling you, if a man sleep with a man, a woman sleep with a woman, that is an abomination. Look, abomination in the Bible is the worst word the Lord can use just to describe things that he hates. You know what I'm saying? When he say abomination, best believe he hates it. And if you're in the middle of that abomination, he hates you too. You understand? Because you are a wicked person just to do some wicked act like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That is not sex in the Bible. That is an abomination. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Lord said, it's disgusting. It's wicked. It's ungodly. You understand? Well, you got some more on that? Go ahead.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be what?
Put to death.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is telling you, man. All that gayness and all that man on man one, look, you're gonna be put to death. The Lord do not accept homosexuality inside any of his schools. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, you go inside a Christian church, you're pretty much putting your children and you in danger of, look around the world. I think you got stories all through the world about children getting raped in church, you know what I'm saying? And all types of, messed up things that's going on inside the church. Why? Because nobody's coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Nobody's understanding what the Lord is telling you to do. How are you going to have a gay pastor at a church?
Right.
A gay pastor at a church, and he's going to marry you and your wife? The Lord turned his nose up at that. It's just the most disgusting thing to him. You got any more on that?
Come on.
Go ahead, read.
Their blood shall be upon them.
You know what I'm saying? Their blood should be upon them. You know what I'm saying? The blood should be upon them. Look, that can go in all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? The blood should be upon them. Look, man, look. Look, the Lord, back in the days, look, homosexuals running around, but what the Lord do? The Lord put out a plague called AIDS. Destroyed the homosexual, the homosexual community. Till this day, they ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's a glorious thing for the Lord, you know what I mean? Putting on the plagues, because what? You don't want to listen? Cool. You don't want to listen? I got something for you. All right, go ahead and play with it. You know what I'm saying? You do a abominable act by the Lord, and you're going to get dealt with. So what did he do for the gays? He gave them AIDS. He gave them what's another one? What's another one he gave them? Stuff
shit,
like L.
L.
Yeah. What's it? Meningitis. Some shit like something like that. But it's a gay meningitis, something like that. But it's definitely a gay disease, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord put on people that, try to do those wicked acts, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some more on this. All right?
Come on.
Let's get, go ahead, read some more. You got some more on that?
That was it of 13.
That was 13?
Come on. Let me just keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness.
Now look, check this out. The Bible is showing you all types of unlawful sexual acts. So now, Not only you can't be gay and sleep around with another man, you cannot sleep. If you got a woman, you got a girlfriend, you can't sleep with her mother.
Right.
You cannot say, look, I don't look. The mother might come out the room butt naked and say, what you gonna do? You better run.
Right.
You better run and you better rebuke her and make her, because if you sleep with that woman, that's just it's equivalent to you sleeping with a man. It's an abominable thing from the Lord. You cannot sleep with another woman's mother.
Right.
These are laws that's in the Bible. This ain't nothing this is one of the 600. It's over 600 laws in the Bible. Well, this is one of the Bibles that talks about sex. Okay, you can't sleep with your, and the same thing goes with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Women, you got a husband, you can't sleep with his father. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep with his father, and the men, you can't sleep with the mother. That is a law. It's punishable by death by the Lord. You understand? Boy, you got some more now?
Come on. It is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
Good night. Read that again.
It is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire,
Dang.
both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
Look, this is a law. Look, the Lord is telling you, look, we're not saying nobody go out and do this, okay? We're not saying you go out and, if somebody do something wicked like that, you need to take action. No, you cannot do that. And it's not prohibited until Christ come back. Christ come back and give you order. But what it's definitely saying is, listen, look, you sleep with that man's, you sleep with your wife's mother, guess what? You and the mother is going to be burned up. You know what I mean? Look, it's going to be a big bonfire and you're going to get thrown right into it. Good night. And that's serious. And the Lord said that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just say you get your head chopped off. He said, nah, you get thrown in the fire. Like, that's how despicable you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be burnt alive. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't be playing. Look, man, these laws that Lord hit you with, look, he don't be playing. He got some punishments for these laws that you break. You understand? Boy, you got some more?
Verse 14. Slack it. Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death.
Look, the Lord got laws in here. If you sleep with your dog, you understand? You got some hillbilly white Edomites that out in counties and stuff.
Right.
That be getting down with cows and sheep and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a law of sex in the Bible that is punishable by death. You sleeping with an animal? Read that again.
And if a man lie with a beast.
With a beast, what is a beast? A dog, cat, sheep, goddamn horse.
Another nation.
Another nation. Good night. Get up, point. Another nation. Another nation. The Lord considered another nation as beasts. You understand? They equivalent to a dog, a cat. You know what I mean? The Lord is telling you, don't sleep with them. Don't sleep. Don't sleep with these other nations. Don't sleep with a cat, dog, and you know what I'm saying? Or what happened?
He shall surely be put to death.
He shall surely be put to death. It don't say he should surely be, brought into the council. He should surely be talked to. He should surely, somebody comfort him. No, he should surely put to death.
Right.
You understand? And that's just how the Bible goes. I don't understand these Christians coming up to you. Jesus, look, Jesus is love. Yes, he is love, but he loves his nation. He
Right.
loves his people. He don't love all these other nations. He considers them as beasts.
Right.
So for all these other nations coming up to telling me how to, look at the Bible, keep it to yourself.
Right.
You got any more?
Come on.
Go ahead, read.
And ye shall slay the beast.
Hold up. Check this out. Not only, look, these laws are serious in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? Not only can you, look, the beast got to be slain. Listen. Not saying nobody go out there and, you have, sleeping with, interracial, you got to slay the beast. We're not saying that. We're saying what the Lord's saying in the Bible, okay? When he come back to this planet, you know what I'm saying? This is how the law's going to be. Look, they going right back to where it was at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, not only if you sleep with that beast, cat, dog, white woman, you know what I'm saying? Giraffe, deer. If you sleep with that beast, the Lord said, you and that beast, the beast got to die. All right? So ain't nobody going to sit just like those disgusting Edomites out and, listen, they'd sit up there and get down with the cow and then cut the cow up and be tomorrow's breakfast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You having sex with the cow, and then after you had sex with the cow, you did what you did, and then you gonna eat the cow after that? No, Lord, look, the Lord is super clean. The Lord is a super clean person, okay?
Right.
He ain't gonna let you get down with a beast and then eat it. That is disgusting. He's saying that you and that beast need to die. Matter of fact, that beast don't even need to come near the table. Matter of fact, it's going to die right where it's at, and you're going to die with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why did the Lord make laws like this? Because people in this earth is doing these things.
Right.
Till today. This was biblical. We're reading, but people till this day is doing those same acts. People are sleeping with animals.
Right.
Interracial sex everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is giving you a blueprint how to live your life. You know what I mean? And prosper as an Israelite. How can you find that out? You gotta come to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right.
Under command of Jim Yohana. Getting taught by under these priests and prophets. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some more of sex in the Bible because sex in the Bible is, it's sex is unappreciated. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much a recreational act. It's instead of a sacred act. Sex is a very sacred thing.
Right.
And you don't have to have sex. What, you got something?
So like, and it's heavy what you bringing out too, because like the scriptures say, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Like
right.
All these wicked, like the way we view sex is the way the oppressor views sex. And because he views sex a certain way, we imitate and we emulate the way he do. And we fall into sin not knowing that he's a sexual deviant. You understand?
I mean, he's the worst sexual deviant. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is a man of great. I mean, what other nation in the world have think of a term called buck breaking? What other? I mean, what animal would devise a thing called buck breaking?
Right.
Like, if that ain't a sexual deviant, I don't know what that is. For all those people that don't know what butt breaking is that the right term of it?
Con, I think
Butt breaking? I think
something like that. Con.
Butt breaking.
Con.
Butt breaking was a term that the Edomite used, and butt breaking was basically you had a man and you have his family. The man protects the family. Well, as slaves, we got off those ships. We had family too. We had wives and we had children, and we was together. Well, how would they destroy? I mean, this is the most diabolical thing, and only an Edomite can think of something like buck breaking.
Right.
That is a man is straddled after he comes off the slave ship. He got his whole family, and let this sink in. How diabolical this oppressor is. You know what I'm saying? You got a man with a family, his wife, and say 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy, or however you want to divide it. The slave master would take that man, get him butt naked, straddle him, make him kneel on his, get some type of device to make him kneel, bend over with his butt in the air, and the slave master would rape the man in front of the family. That was called buck breaking. That's how they that's how they broke the spirit of the men on the slave ship.
Right.
Most diabolical thing I can imagine somebody can do to a family.
Right.
You got a family watching, you got their wife and children watching that man get sodomized by a white man. I mean, think about that. You can't get no diabolical. That's just diabolical sex, and for that, the oppressor got something coming to them that they is not ready for. Go ahead.
So like, and like you said, it was so diabolical, man, because the thing is, that father could no longer look at his family in the way he even had to look at his family. He was so ashamed, right, so embarrassed of what happened. You see what I'm saying? That he couldn't even lead his family no more. And it's like this has been the history of how they treat black men since we've been over here. Right. They, even with the Welfare Act, things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Like this is how we're amongst the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right. 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 You know what I'm saying? Shit. It's a lot, but that type of stuff hits you hard. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how old you are, how long ago that happened. It hurts black people to this day just to hear those type of stories.
Right.
And just to know what happened to us. You know what I mean? This sexual demon. You know what I mean? Which is, the white man just, he did a number on us. But we still here, we still going, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? And that's what type, and what we doing, and tonight is the sex is marriage law. And we're just showing different ways of sex, how sex is looked at in the Bible and how sex is looked down in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get some more. You know what I'm saying? Now, even though all that we've talked about, between a man and the Israelite man and the Israelite female, The Lord's telling you, look, you can get down whatever you want to in the Bible. Look, that's your wife. You get down with it.
Right.
However, which way you want to. All right, you can have your imagination, you just can't go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be cutting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't get no knives and start cutting each other. But what he's saying, whatever, look, let's get it. Let's get Hebrews 13 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Let's break down Hebrews 13 and 4 real quick. Because, a woman is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean, to a man, such as myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love the woman's natural, curves and things of that nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, she can get down, look, whatever y'all freaking thing y'all like to do in that bedroom, look, the Lord said get down, okay? Whatever it is. But we got a scripture to bring it up just to show you. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
Come on.
Go ahead, read.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Oh, hold up. What did it say?
Marriage is honorable in all.
Look, you got a woman and a man. That's the most honorable thing the Lord said, man. Look, the Lord is honoring. You know what I'm saying? You with your black, you know what I'm saying? Hispanic and Native American, look, y'all together, y'all get married, that's an honorable thing by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He co-signed that 100%. Go ahead, read.
And the bed undefiled.
And what?
And the bed undefiled.
Which means, what does that mean by the bed is undefiled? You know what that means?
Like you said, undefiled meaning like, it's not defiled, meaning like you do what you do, this is your woman.
Right.
Lord, exactly. You have permission.
Right, you got permission, pretty much. Look, it's not defiled. Look, that's your woman. You want to do with it. Look, we can say all types of things. Look, get down with your woman and how you want to get down, all right? Okay, that's your woman. Y'all want to, have a swing in the bed or, you know what I mean? Y'all got these little toys that y'all deal with, you know what I mean? Bedroom is not defiled, okay? Now, it can be defiled. You can't do anything, you understand? It's got to be within the parameters of having sex naturally. As a man have sex with a woman and a woman have sex with a man. That's right. A natural thing. Okay? That don't mean the women, okay, which is not natural. Okay? Things going up in a man's rod, things going up in a man's, anal prevalence is not natural.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to stop it right there. All right? We're going to go into another subject that has to do with sex because it's very, very important. You understand? Super important. So let's go to. Oh, you got some more.
Well, whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. It's like Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable with all. Go ahead.
And the bed undefiled.
Undefiled. That means you and your husband, wife do anything. Go ahead.
But whoremongers.
The whoremongers. Who's the whore? What is a whoremonger? Go ahead.
A pimp.
A pimp. A pimp is a whoremonger. You know what I mean? A man that does totally disrespect and treat women, and have women have sex with other men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whoremonger. You know what I'm saying? And some women is married to whoremonger. You know what I'm saying? Your husband is pimping you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And adulterers God will judge.
And the adulterers God will judge. Who's the adulterers? That's a tricky one right there. Who would be the adulterer? I'm gonna tell you who would be the adulterer. The adulterer is the man that messes around with another man's wife. In the sex, go ahead.
And if I could, like a whoremonger, like if you look at the term monger, that means a seller. So like you can have a fishmonger, a person who sells fish.
Nice.
A whoremonger is somebody who sells whores. So typically a pimp is going to sleep with his product before he put it on the street, which would technically make it his wife.
Right.
So any man that buys her now becomes an adulterer because she belongs to that man.
Amen. And this is why you need to come to the Isupk. You ain't getting broken down these scriptures like these priests and the prophets of
Right.
Isupk. You know what I'm saying? You ain't look. The preacher ain't gonna help you.
Right.
The pastor won't be. You understand? You need to come to break bread, open up these books, learn these prophets, learn these scriptures under the priests and prophets under the Isupk. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely right, man. These are very, 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 very good scriptures on sex and marriage and how you gotta get down in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Or how you have to deal with other people in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Good. Is that it?
Come on, sir.
Let's get some more. Let's get some more sex in the Bible. Now, a lot of people don't understand that sex is marriage in the Bible. And yes, women is not to have but one man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to John chapter 4, verse 16. Let's just show it. Let's just roll it. You know what I'm saying? Man can have. Show me in the Bible for the women. For the women, I argue about this all the time. Women, you cannot have more than one husband. You can't. You know what I'm saying? If everybody had a key to your lock, then goddamn, everybody, you know what I mean? Gonna be open all the time on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It can't be open all the time. You know what I'm saying? Only one man can have a key, and that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like that reminds me of the expression, like they say, what do you call a lock that any key can open? You know,
Right.
naturally it's broke.
It's broke.
You gotta get rid of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they say, what do you call a key that can unlock any door? It's called a master key.
The master key, right. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, you know.
It's like it's 4:1, John 4.
John chapter 4, 16.
Come. John chapter 4, verse 16. Jesus saith unto her, Go, call thy husband and come hither.
You know what I'm saying? Look, this is Christ at a well with this lady. Okay? This lady was actually she was a Hamite. But Jesus asked her a question. And she was kind of like, she kind of, giving him the little back talk. You know what I mean? But the respectful thing for a man to do if you talk to a woman is, instead of talking directly to that woman, go get your husband. But in this case, the lady tried to lie to Christ and said, look, I don't have no husband. But she didn't know she was talking to a prophet.
Right.
She didn't know that. She didn't know this was Christ that know every damn thing. You understand? Go ahead, read.
Verse 17. The woman answered and said, I have no husband.
Well, she said, what?
I have no husband.
So here we go. A woman lied to our king, trying to lie and say she don't have no husband. You understand? And this is the king cutting her. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the scriptures that's going to show you a woman can't have more than one husband. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 18. For thou hast had 5 husbands.
She had what?
For thou hast had 5 husbands.
Look, Christ, look, this lady said, I don't got no husband. You know what Christ said? Oh. He said, ha. Lady, you got 5 husbands. You know what I'm saying? And she looked at Christ like, hold up. Now, I know he went around with St. Jerome, and he couldn't see me when I just left the church.
Right.
And I just had Tom yesterday.
Right.
And I'm ready to bring this water up the mat right now. You know what I'm saying? That's basically, Christ just called her a whore for real. You know what I'm saying? Read it again.
But thou hast had 5 husbands.
Thou hast had 5 husbands. You had 5 husbands. You know what I'm saying? If you could call her a whore, you would. If you had 5 husbands, whore, go ahead.
And he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, in that sayest thou truly.
You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
And he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, in that sayest thou truly.
You know what I'm saying? Christ just cut this woman. Christ just said, you got 5 niggas. You know what I mean? It's like, you got 5 husbands. And the one that you going home to bring this water to, that man you sleeping with and talking to like that's your husband, the one that you just gave some of that punani to, that man, he's not even your husband.
Right.
He's not your husband because you just had Alex yesterday. So that means the man that you went to right now, you just made him commit adultery.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all Christians sit up there and breathe on that. I know that was hard for you to get. But basically, Christ was just telling this woman, you're a hoe. You's a hoe, and that nigga that you go to, Salaki, the man you go to at your house, the man you living with right now, the man house you ready to go bring this water to, that's not even your husband. You already slept with this other dude. So now you are an adulterer. That's what Christ is talking to me, pretty much. You got any more on that?
Nah, I said that was it.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, that's one of the scriptures to show you that a woman can't have more than one husband. Christ said.
So she gonna confirm it next scripture. You want me to read that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 19. The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet.
She said, oh, look, cut her. She like, oh. You gotta be a prophet, because I just did that yesterday and all that. How did you know that? You know what, Bob? That's exactly what I got. You must be a prophet.
Right.
You must be a man of the Lord, because nobody know that. Not even the Tamils people don't know that. Like, I'm so slick with it. So, go ahead.
And what it is like, that's like a sister down. They call dude they sleep with. That's just my brother.
Right.
Christ like, that ain't your brother. That's your husband.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Oh, you must be a prophet, because that's not my brother.
Right. Oh, that's my brother. That's my friend. That's my little brother. You know, all you women out there with your little friends and stuff, your little side pieces and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my little buddy. The Lord telling you, just like he told this woman, listen, that ain't your husband. And the nigga that you going home to, that ain't your husband either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to, you know, and it's a lot of that going on in the Christian church, man, more than the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sleeping around with other people's wives, other people's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, because this is how it works. A woman is single, don't have a man at all, she can talk to a man. But if she got a man, she can't talk to nobody.
Right.
She got to talk to that one man. You understand? A woman's supposed to have one husband for life. That's it. That's all you get. You got to make it a good one. You got to make it a good pick. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is not dealing with you, dealing with all types of men. We just read the scripture. How Jesus had to cut this lady. You know what I'm saying? So, can a man have more than one wife? Well, let's go to scriptures and see. Let's go to Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. Because it's laws in here for men and women. But the laws for the men is different from the women. Of course, because we're different. We're different. Go ahead, read.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife.
If he what?
If he take him another wife.
This is a scripture showing that a man can have another wife. It say another wife, right? That means an add-on to the wife that you got.
An additional.
An additional. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read.
Her raiment and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
You know what I'm saying? You can listen. A man can have another wife. The only thing is, if that, okay. A man can have another wife, but you cannot diminish the other wife. You can't treat one wife better than the other wife. You can't do it. You can do it, but it's hard. It's not God. It's not good. Go ahead.
So like, if I could, isn't that like saying like, say you got one rib and she doing certain things for you, or she handling certain business and whatnot, you feel me? Like, just because you got a new rib, don't take all the responsibility from her, right, and give it to the new rib, you feel me? And just leave her desolate.
Right.
Still have give her a sense of importance, so to speak, to you. You see what I'm saying?
Because she is important to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a woman that's helped raise your seed. You know what I'm saying? And she's a very important part of your life. She's helping you grow. Now, how do I know? I've been alone before. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all when you're alone and you want a girl to help you out. And when she gets there, you are very grateful that she's there. You know what I'm saying? Now, she might get on your nerves. You know what I'm saying? She might get on your nerves or whatever, but you still love her, regardless of the fact. I have two wives and I love both of them. I love both of them.
Right.
I kill and die for both of them.
Right.
All the time. And that's how it should be with you know what I'm saying? Because, a man is a very important part of his family. The man that helps raise up the children like they're supposed to. The man is the one that put the authority so the woman is supposed to teach the children, but the man is supposed to put the authority with the children so they walk straight. How do I know? Because I'm raising kids now, and I know the mother, she be nice sometimes, and I gotta put my foot down because these kids can run over the mother. So guess what? I gotta put my foot down as a man and show, authority,
right,
in the household. And that's how a family structure is supposed to be. That's just That's just the laws that the Most High has given. Did I give you the scripture?
I just read it.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was John chapter 4.
Exodus 21:10.
Oh, okay, Exodus 21:10. Exodus 21:10. Okay. You have more than one wife. Okay. And that's just for a man. I think of it like this. And it is hard for women to deal with a man with more than one wife. But it's so beneficial to someone. Some women don't like to be bothered sometimes, you know what I mean?
Right.
They don't even want to be touched. Well, that's what you got another wife for, you know what I mean? Or it's that time of month, you know what I mean? You can't be around a woman when she's unclean. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? It's all types of things that's beneficial for a man to have more than one wife. And it's beneficial to the woman too. You having kids and stuff, you know what I mean? Sometimes you want to have a break. You got the other wife watch the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The other wife watch the kids. Look, the other wife probably can deal with kids better than you. You can't even deal with kids.
Right.
But you love kids, but you just can't deal with them. One of the wives goes in the kid, they let them run around, do everything. You like, y'all sit your ass down. Ah! the other wife like, oh, y'all go in and have fun. Tear up the house. I'll clean it up later.
Right.
Let's get another point. Let's see what else the Bible say about, It's also law with a man having two wives. It's the Bible got, laws to deal with all types of situations. The Bible tell you how to deal with two women.
So and it's heavy what you bringing out concerning multiple wives, because the Most High is not going to make a law. He's not going to give you a law on how to be unlawful.
Say that again, bro.
Yeah, he's not going to give you a law on how to be unlawful. You feel me?
Nice. That was powerful. He's not going to give you a law to be unlawful. You know what I'm saying? That's absolutely right. Why would it be in the Bible for you, this law for you, in the Bible for you to follow? You know what I'm saying? He's not telling you that to destroy yourself. He's telling you that to gain more power in the nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One man, you know what I mean? You got one woman, okay? Let's just look at it like this. One woman, 100, okay, that one woman, she got 5 husbands. Very unlawful, right? Some Africans do it, right? So that one woman got five men, 5 husbands, right?
Right.
But she only could have one. But we just hypothetically think, right? She got 5 women. How many babies can she have a year off those 5 men?
One.
One a year, right? By each man, right?
Right.
Now, let's do the reverse part. Let's see if that you got one. Let's see what's more prosperous. Now, 5 women on 1 man. How many babies can that one man can have from them 5 women in 1 year?
5.
5. Look, you see the man. You see how the Lord works with the man.
Right.
Like your nation's going to prosper more with, and that one. Look, say if that one wife with the 5 husbands, she can have 1 a year, right? So in 12 years, do 5, 12 years, 12 kids, she be wore the fuck out. She be wore out and she be no more good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She be wore out. 5 men,
right,
wearing her out, and that just sounds disgusting.
Right.
1 man, 5 women. 12 years, 5 women, One man,
12 times, well, that's 60
that's 60
children.
children. That just sounds like the Lord's more with that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just common. Look, it got to make sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. That's how the Lord built nations. That's how Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob built the nation. They didn't do it with one woman. They did it with more than one woman.
Right.
And guess what? It built a large nation. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the Lord wants us how to be. It's in the Bible. And this is a blueprint of how we're going to be a great nation. Now, you got Planned Parenthood and all this stuff. They trying to cut us down. You got the court system putting men on child support. They're doing everything in the world to keep us down. What's that? Psalms 83?
Come on.
Let's bring that out real quick. Psalms 83. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand. This Bible is telling us how to prosper. The Bible is telling us how to multiply. We're great in numbers. You understand? I'm just going to read this one scripture, Psalms 83. You got that?
Come on.
Go ahead, read.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 4.
Go ahead.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Say that again.
Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
How are they going to cut us off from being a nation? Planned Parenthood. That's how they're going to try to cut us off from being a nation.
Right.
Put us in child support. Been dying off of child support because they don't want to get locked up. They run, the police shoot them in the back. You know what I'm saying? They have taken crap. They have say that again?
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
You know what I'm saying? They want to cut us off from being a nation. How they doing that? The first thing they know, they got to cut off the family. They cut the family off, man. They on the roll now, right?
Right.
From being a nation. Go ahead and read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance. You understand? That's what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? With the Planned Parenthood. You know what I'm saying? Do you know that's how they destroying the black household? And they're profiting off of it. They're profiting off of the destruction of the black household. How do I know? Just ask Donald Trump. He have taken a serum with the stem cells of our black babies.
Right.
How many stem cells did it take? How many babies did it take for that man to take that and feel good? They took that because of the family structure in the black household. If that man was with that woman and they had sex and he knows sex is marriage and they don't break up, guess what? That woman won't be mad because that man, you know, and she know how to be quiet and how to take care of her man. And now that man ain't gonna let that woman have an abortion because they have some type of dispute.
Right. Hey, Salaki, and just to bring out on that Donald Trump thing too, where he took the stem cells, right. That sounds just like that movie from a couple of years ago, Get Out, right. Where they was taking black people and they was using the body parts and stuff, and they was putting it into older white people, and they was feeling more youthful and rejuvenated. You feel me? Like that. Hey. It's just like that. You feel me?
Nice. I ain't even look at it like that. But dang, yeah, that's. I mean, look. They have taken crafty counsel. Listen, they sat down and thought about this real hard, how to keep us down. They know through sex, you can keep, look, it starts with the sex. Once we understand that sex is marriage, once you understand that going inside of a female, that's your woman, or you let that man go inside you, woman, that's your husband. Once you get that in your mind, then we can start building this nation, because we'll have a more stronger family because we know that we cannot leave this woman, we cannot destroy this woman. You're going to have to take this woman with all her baggage and all that. You know that you ain't supposed to leave her. I don't care if she argue, you can't stand her or whatever. If we know that sex is marriage and he's supposed to leave that woman, you know how strong this nation can be?
Right.
Man, look, this nation is getting stronger every day with the Isupk. We got babies being born all the time in the Isupk. We got marriages that have been around for 20 years, 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
We taking babies. We taking babies too.
And we look, we taking babies. Listen, for the women out there, whoever out there listening, the Isupk is taking all babies that want to be aborted. If you women don't want to have the white man snatch that baby, cut the baby head off inside your uterus, snatch all the body parts, all of your uterus, you want that baby to live, give it to the priests and the prophets of the Isupk. We are taking all babies, unwanted babies, that are in danger of being aborted. We'll take all the children. I'll repeat it again. We'll take all the children that are being aborted. If you have a problem, and you don't know how to take care of the baby, and your only thing is to abort the baby, please contact the Isupk in any city so we can help you raise your child. We can help raise your child. We'll take care of your child. Will be living with the real priests and prophets of the Lord.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
Let's get a couple more scriptures out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. It's very important that we have to build this nation up. We got all types of stuff that's happening against us. That's falling against us. You know what I mean? For us, us reproducing, and as far as us having marriages with each other and staying with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? Very important thing to do. Let's get let me get one more. I'm gonna put this one out because a man it's his God-given right to have more than one wife.
Right.
And women out there that cannot handle a man with more than one wife. Well, you've been doing it since you was in elementary school.
Right.
Every woman out there had a man that had another woman. It's just what it is. Now, women rather like to be lied to by a man. They rather take that than the truth.
Right.
They rather say a man can straight up lie to you. You know it's a lie. You know it's a flat out lie. You'll accept it just because you feel like his mother. Oh, where you been at last night? Girl, I was lies. Girl, I was at the casino all night. I was playing all night in the casino. Oh, you was? What game was you playing? Girl, playing blackjack all night. She know you wasn't playing blackjack all night, but since you said it, she like, oh, all right, did you win?
Right.
Damn well that she know you wasn't there. Why? Because she was at the casino last night.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as long as you lied to her, she cool. That's it's wicked. Just have a man, you know what I'm saying? Look, the man gonna do what he wanna do. You know what I'm saying? The man gonna do what he do. It's best is y'all just raise the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, I'm going, look, as a man, I can go though, because look, as I'm doing this class, I'm going to go through some stuff when I go home, just start talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to get through it. You understand? You got to understand how to get through things like this, even if you talk about it. Like I'm going to talk about it tonight, but I'm going to have some flack when I go home. You know what I mean? I love y'all. I love both of y'all. All right? I know y'all looking. I love y'all. Look, we're gonna read this one scripture. One of my favorite scriptures. Let's go to Deuteronomy 21 and 15. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going through this a little bit, but I'm not. So we're gonna get this law, and this is law. Look, sometimes you might get in arguments with your significant other. You know, you might get in an argument with one, and one might be real sweet. You know what I mean? One might be sweet as candy, and the other one might be just a dragon, but you love them both.
Right.
They both, for some reason, keep you balanced some type of way. It's weird, right? But it's a law. Go ahead, read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15.
Go ahead.
If a man have two wives.
If a man have what?
Two wives.
Right here in the Bible is showing you a man can have two wives. It just, you can't go past that. You can't. It's, look, it don't say if a man, look, the Bible don't say if a man has two wives. Or anything in the Bible reference to a woman having two husbands.
Right.
It's like, not two wives. Two husbands. A man can have two wives, okay? But look, one might just get on your nerves. And one might just not get on your nerves, okay? Y'all got children, y'all rich, you know, things need to be divided. The Bible is showing you how to do things, okay? Showing you how, this is how the Bible is showing you how to inherit things, okay? Listen very carefully, go ahead.
One beloved and the other hated.
Look, one you love, oh, I love it. The other one, you be like, I hate that. But you love him. You love him, you just be like, you hate him, but I love him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And they have borne him children.
You know what I'm saying? That you born children. Both of y'all got sons. Okay? But we all got money, everybody rich, but some look, it's a business ring here. Somebody got to take care of the family business. There's only one person can take care of the family business. You understand? It's been like that. Go ahead.
Both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated.
You know what I'm saying? Look, if you hate that one woman, like you can't stand her, but look, she gave you the first son. But you looking at the other one, she's sweet, she cook you meals every day, she rub your feet, she do everything, and the other one be like, you old sucker. She call her, she do the Esther on you, you old sucker. You be like, I hate it. Listen, that woman that you hated, she got your first son, is telling you the law to deal with how to inherit, how to settle the disputes of inheritance in the Bible.
Right.
If you run in the company, guess what? The one that you hated, that's the one that's going to run the company. That's the firstborn. He's the one going to run the company. All right? Now, the other one could have the cars and all that, you know what I mean, and get the insurance benefits, and he good too. But this is the one that's going to keep the legacy going.
Right.
You understand? And this is the law of the Bible. Go ahead, read.
Verse 16. Then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn.
You know what I'm saying? So don't matter if you hate that woman, she got the firstborn, and the other kid, even the one that you love. The love, he's more athletic than the firstborn. You know what I'm saying? The other one got to speak. The firstborn got a speech impediment. The secondborn is athletic. nigga can jump over fences and all types of stuff. Guess what? Guess who get hurt?
Right.
The one with the speech impediment.
Right.
The one with the speech impediment, he gonna get the inheritance. But the athletic one, he won't be good because he got stuff too. The speech impediment gonna run the company.
Right.
You understand? And that's how look. This is how the Bible is made. You know what I'm saying? To settle all disputes. You know what I'm saying? It is a black man's blueprint on how to rule the earth. You understand? And we rule this earth through having large families. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, women out there, if you feel like you want to get an abortion, give your kids to the Isupk or the Commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
And you will see a kid grow. You will see a kid turn into a priest and a prophet of the Lord. That's my time right now.
Yeah,
the
right.
Isupk coming out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We've been here since 1969, telling you that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are true biblical Jews of the Bible, and the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks. We're going to pass the class over to priest and prophet, Mataza Bmore.
Security announcements. We at Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to another brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this, the 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18, verse 21, and Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in Hebrew, and it's pronounced mayashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. Just stay in touch with the captains of your city. You understand? For further info on the Passover. Just keep in touch with the leader of your city. Remind Akim and Akwab to check on social media such as Isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for Isupk events and materials. If a brother wants to be a troop in the school, then he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Bit of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Amadi Barak, Yahaba Shem Yahshua Rakatah, Yahaba Shem Yahshua Rakatah, Yim Yam Yatah, class dismissed.